Hello and welcome to this catch-up with the Jesuits. My name's Julian Butler. I'm a Jesuit in formation and I'm joined today by another Jesuit in formation, Matthew Pinson. Matthew, welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Matthew, would you tell us a little bit about what you've been up to over the last few weeks and how you've been spending lockdown here in Melbourne?
Yes, that's right. So I've been diving into physics pretty heavily in the last few weeks. Before I joined the Jesuits, that was my career. And then lately here at Newman College, I've been involved. So part of my role here on the Jesuit team is as a tutor of physics. So I tutor some first and second year students. And I've also got back into some research in the physics and mathematics of origami. So doing some work on the conditions where it will fold and also collaborating with a PhD student at Stanford University in California, looking at using origami cubes as components of a modular robotics setup.
Wow. So mentioning being at Newman College at the University of Melbourne, you're sort of one of the few people who's probably getting the chance to have pastoral contact face-to-face with people at the moment because there's a residential community there and that's remained open. How's having that contact going?
Oh yeah, that's right. There's almost still 300 people here. And so that's really wonderful to be able to have those conversations because this is a difficult time for everyone. But I think young people are particularly at a point in their lives where they're asking these big, important questions. Well, what does it mean to live a good life, a life of faith for those who are Christians, and to really express what I believe in how I live my life. And so it's a privilege here living at Newman College to be able to accompany the young people in asking those sort of questions. I think the biggest thing I've been realizing in the last couple of weeks is how it's important for me to a lot of the time choose to keep my mouth closed and to be a listener rather than trying to bring in all my own experiences, because as St. Ignatius noticed, God chooses to work with each individual in the way that God chooses, and it's our job to facilitate that rather than imposing our own ideas.
In the physics, in that engagement with young people, and I'm sure in other parts of your life too, sounds like there's lots going on that's fulfilling. What's particularly giving you joy at the moment?
Oh, yes, there's a lot of joy in those areas of my work. But one thing of a more personal note is that yesterday I received a letter from my 6-year-old niece, which was very lovely to see. She'd drawn a picture of me and also told me about her dad cooking pancakes, which is obviously a very important part of the week for a 6-year-old. And one of the real privileges of being back in Australia since I joined the Jesuits has been being able to see my nieces and nephews a bit more frequently. Of course, as a member of the Jesuits, a celibate vocation, not having children of one's own, as you'd know, is one of the most significant things we give up. And when I am able to spend time with my nieces and nephews, I do feel this very reassuring sense of, yes, I really love these young people, and I'm quite willing for them to remain the most important young people in my life. I myself am called to do different good things in the world.
Matthew, on that note, thank you very much for catching up and for giving us a bit of an insight into the work that you're doing and what's giving you joy in ministry and life. That's wonderful. Thanks so much.
Thanks. It was great to be with you.